Leo's Legion, the Lions lose late again in the prairies. Is it time to push the panic button? Not quite sure it is yet, but I'm concerned. Are you concerned? Let's find out if the other two down bros are concerned next. Three down bros here, Roland, Arthur, and Greg. Three downs, three Ds, three Ls. Lions lose late. What do we have to do to get over that hump? Let's start this off with Roland.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Well, welcome everyone who's joining us online on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Welcome. Glad that you can join us tonight. Tonight we've got an interesting show planned. We're going to be talking about the game, obviously. Slow start for the BC Lions this season. We're going to ask: is Saskatchewan for real? Are they on track for a repeat? We'll talk about the BC offense. We definitely nowhere near our potential from what we saw last year. We'll talk about the BC defense. What needs to be fixed. And then if we have time, we'll talk about specific plays from the game. But as usual, if you have any thoughts or comments, either in response to something that we said, or you just want to give us your thoughts, please feel free to type your comments in, and we'll be able to get to them, and we'll bring it up, and we'll respond and discuss that. All right, thanks. Arthur, your high-level thoughts.
I thought it was a slow start by the Lions, an entertaining game. I think they played well in stretches, and they got the lead late in the fourth quarter. So I think it was a good game to watch, and they just missing a little bit at the end, right? And but yeah, overall it was good play, at times very good play, and I think lots to talk about today for us. So
Yeah.
it was an entertaining game.
All right. So let me read a few initial comments. Just believe. He says he made it on time. Great. Glad that you were able to join us at the beginning. BC should not be concerned at all. The first game of the season is never a good way to judge a team. Yeah, I think that's a good point. On TikTok, silly little guy says Lions gonna get a huge win this week though. Saskatchewan was unstoppable. Yeah, they were. They were a bit unstoppable. Wayne says, good evening, Roland, Arthur, and Greg. It was a tough loss for your Lions, but I believe the Lions will be all right. Great. Thanks for those words of encouragement. Just Believe says, Saskatchewan is not winning the Great Cup. Okay, since we're talking about Saskatchewan, Wayne earlier is a big Saskatchewan fan. Are they for real? I mean, they were on fire at the end of the season last year. They were on fire for most of the year, actually. And then they start off with a bang. Greg, your thoughts?
Well, I think my expectation, my hype level was through the roof because we had to wait a week for the season to start. We've been talking about more of Arthur than anybody, but I thought Sankey was going to make a huge ARD ended last year, and I thought, you know what, we're going to start further ahead than we did last year. Didn't see the corners being as questionable as they were. Is Saskatchewan for real? Harris looks good. He looks sharp. They look sharp. But again, against rookie corners that have never played on a field this big, on whether they're for real or not, they're good. But I would like another couple of shots at them. And I think we can do okay, but we got to figure it out quick.
Yeah. All right. Before I get to Arthur's thoughts, let me read a few comments. Wayne says, I think the Riders have a decent chance to repeat as champs as long as they don't get too many injuries. Just Believe says, I'm happy the Riders won in the end. Samuel Emilis winning touchdown made me win my fantasy matchup by 1 point. Got 145. I was cheering for BC, but winning fantasy was worth it.
145. That's a good fantasy
That's
game.
good, yeah.
Holy cow.
On TikTok, Ludicrous Pie says Saskatchewan is average at best against the Lions. Lions defense needs a huge reset. Yeah, we'll talk about the Lions defense in a bit. That's part of our agenda. Ludicrous also says Benavides needs a wake up call. Okay, let's go to Arthur. You want to address that? Benavides needs a wake up call.
Well, okay, I'll do that really quickly. He final drive of the Western Final. He blitzed quite a bit in the final drive. I mean, initially it was like kind of like I would say an intermediate zone that I saw. It was hard to see because Harris delivered the ball very quickly. And then the line started to blitz. Right? They sent 6. Saskatchewan picked up the blitz, and Harris was on target with his like he knew what he wanted to do. The Lions just tried to blitz it, and then the blitz got picked up. So it's a different. He ran a different defense in that final drive, and just got to give Harris and Saskatchewan props. They picked up the blitz. What can you do, right? You sit back in a say more standard defense. You go to prevent. Now you blitz. What else do you want a defensive coordinator to do?
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to say, right? Do we have the horses? We're going to find out. But the secondary has to be able to cover man. And I don't know if they have the horses to cover man. And you blitz. Guess
It's
what?
man.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you don't want to go in a prevent defense, guys, you tell me what other defenses can you run? But
Did you see Strevler's post?
Yeah.
He analyzed that last touchdown. He talked exactly about that, right? Our DBs were one on one, man on man.
Yeah.
Our middle linebacker was just standing there in the middle. We rushed 6; they had 6 defending, and so he thought that wasn't good. The middle linebacker basically was just useless. So he said he was saying, if you're gonna rush 7.
I mean, again, it's there. Saskatchewan's probably thinking that you're going to rush 7, right? In this scenario, so you're not you're not necessarily spying Trevor Harris, okay? But maybe you are. But maybe you're thinking that Ouellette's going to bleed out of the backfield,
Yeah,
and then Harris is going to hit Ouellette as a relief valve. So you have, I think it was Sankey going to pick up Ouellette, but Ouellette stayed to block.
To pick
right?
up the blitz.
He didn't bleed.
Yeah.
Been bleed out. So, hey, you as a defensive coordinator, you're trying to mix things up, right? You're not trying to be very standard, right? So, if you're going to rush 7, rush 6, does it really matter? All the gaps were plugged on that blitz. If you had a 7th person, you'd be coming off the edge. So, the pattern was so quick. I don't think someone off the edge would have got to Harris in time. But that's just how I looked at it.
Yeah. Let me read a few more comments. Lots of thoughts online here. Dawson on TikTok says Harris just knows how to destroy zone coverage very well. Creative Fro, do you think Hatcher and Rourke will heat up soon? Yeah, we'll talk about the BC offense in a bit. Right now we're just focusing on Saskatchewan. Hassan says, you can't run man to man against Saskatchewan. Let me read some more. Mark goes, Colden is not a rookie. He started 17 games for Ottawa last year and was released in April. Lions signed him the next day. Yeah, he didn't look good at all. BC not having an A is big, and nobody seems to be talking about it. Is from Tommy.
Was an A a big fact? Yeah, I guess he made the rotation a lot more even, I would think. Him and Bell coming in last year late.
Yeah. Where's an A? Is he?
He refused to report.
Okay.
if that's the right lingo. I think he just did
Yeah.
not report to camp. That's all I
All right.
remember.
All right.
They brought back Siona to him. So
Yeah.
how many ends do you need?
Yeah. Tommy adds, Betts did nothing last year till NA showed up. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think we need strong pressure on the other side of the line to really free up Betts. Anyway, yeah, Saskatchewan does look for real. My thoughts. I think Harris outplayed Rourke by quite a bit. I was telling the guys there earlier. I love Vernon Adams, right? And we know one of Vernon Adams' um, key characteristics is he comes early to the game and he mentally walks through every single play. And we saw Harris doing that too, right? So and VA actually mentored under Harris. So I think that was probably something that he picked up from Harris. And we saw in the first two drives, Harris was just picking us apart because he would snap the ball and then the ball's out. Like he knew exactly. He's already gone through these steps in his mind, like how many times. And so in actual gameplay, he knows exactly his moves. He knows exactly what step to take. The arm action. He knows where the receiver is going to be, and our defense doesn't have a chance. Like we talk about a pass rush. You got no chance when the ball's out in 1 second. I mean, you can
No,
you can
you've
beat
made
your
up that
guy.
yard gap. That's it.
You beat your guy and the ball's gone. Like, what can you do, right? So yeah, props to Harris. He's 40 years old, I think, but he sure looked like. I mean, that's what a veteran gets you, right? That that composure and that ability. But I'm hopeful that Rourke will get there. Um, don't know when, but he will be able to get there. Um, yeah. So let's talk about the BC. So that's Saskatchewan. Props to them. Congratulations to all the riders, fans online joining us. That was a great win. You guys, you guys deserved it. The team did well. Harris especially. Now let's turn to BC. Okay, our BC offense, which was the best offense last year, on so many counts, didn't look like it this game. Let's start with Greg. What do you think? What's happening?
Well, I like to use the old cliche. It always takes offense a little longer to heat up than the defense, but they didn't. I mean, it's the same guys. I mean, other than you took, you got McGee in there, but you got Berryhill, you got McInnes, you got Hatcher, the guys that you threw to the bulk of the year last year, right? I mean, they had the bulk of the targets, and they just didn't look like either the or they weren't quite on the same page. I was trying to put my finger on it the whole game. Rourke is like having to get that ball and like thread it in there. And I'm thinking, okay, because the receivers just can't get open or they can't get that space that the Saskatchewan guys do. But then again, these are veteran DBs that Saskatchewan's got, not like us. Then is it Rourke? Because, they all made a big deal if he wasn't that sharp at training camp. But then this is Rourke, the MOP, the guy. They looked early training camp to me at best. And I don't know if the pass rush had anything to do with it, but it just didn't look like they were ready. I don't want. I know Nathan follows us, so I got to be careful what I say. But they just didn't look as prepared as Saskatchewan for both teams having a bye week.
Okay, let me read a few more comments, and I'll get Arthur's thoughts. But like Rourke is the first to take responsibility for any mistakes he makes. So I wouldn't be concerned about pointing out. But let me read a few comments. So Ken from TikTok says, "How many drop passes did BC have? To me, that was the difference." And then someone responds, Zin R response says, 2 massive drops past the 3-minute warning. Then let me read some comments from. Okay, MJ Barnyard. Do you think Harris had the same pressure Rourke had? I don't think so. I think Harris looks so composed during the whole game. I think that's what a vet gets you, right? But being how long has he been in the league? He's been in the league for a long time.
But like you said, Ro, he's rehearsed it so many times.
Yeah, that's right.
Once you're gone, right? You're not going to. It doesn't matter what kind of pressure. So
yeah. So Just Believe says the Lions offense should be the best in the league. In theory, Hamilton and Toronto are the next best, I'd say. Tommy says Antoine Brooks was all over the field for Saskatchewan. Just Believe says Rourke's probably still upset about the rule changes. I'm sure he's still upset, but I don't think that affected his game. All right, Arthur, your thoughts on the BC offense?
So we lost by 4 points on the road, right, guys? So we're not panicking here, right? And it's not a 330 yards passing versus 17 for Harris, right? So Nathan Rourke wasn't schooled or outclassed, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
He started slow.
Started slow, but okay, yeah, but I'm saying 330 versus 417. Which scenario would you rather be? Behind the Saskatchewan offensive line, throwing against the BC secondary, or having the BC offensive line throwing against the Saskatchewan secondary? Like, come on, guys. I mean, yeah, props to Trevor Harris. He did look well and he performed well, but he's in a much better position than Nathan Rourke.
Yeah. Well,
right?
he made his O line look good too, because the ball was out so quickly. Number one, and number two, because they were able to establish a somewhat effective running game. Not dominating, but still somewhat effective.
BC outrushed them. BC had better average on the ground. 19 rushes for 77 yards. BC had 17 rushes for 99 yards. Some of that was with Nathan running, but regardless, I mean, that's just rushing stats.
Yeah.
If I look at Ouellette's stats, Ouellette.
Yeah. I think your numbers are probably right for the whole game, but I think
I'm reading the stats line. Yeah.
In the first two quarters where they had those two long drives to get touchdowns, and compared to our first couple drives, the running game was more established. Maybe later on, our running game was able to catch up. But in the beginning, when they were dominating, that's all I could see was that they were a very balanced offense, and so we had to respect their run. And so,
sorry, I thought you were done.
Yeah, and so I'll quickly finish. And so because of that, I think Harris made his O-line look better than Rourke made our O-line look.
So for the first two Saskatchewan touchdowns in the first quarter, you mentioned, I noticed that Sankey and Sales put them in second and long a lot. So, and then how they did well on those first two drives was the second down conversions. One was a third down conversion, right? Because it was like 2nd and 2. They rushed and got a yard, and there was a 3rd and 1, and they got it, right? Other than that, they didn't get a first down on the ground, and it was a lot of the times it was 2nd and long, and Harris was hitting that receiver. 2nd and long, 2nd down conversion. If you look at the drive charts, I was amazed at those 2nd down conversions. BC's defense got to get off the field. Too many 2nd and longs, too many 2nd down conversions. That's way too much for the CFL for the first two drives. Then the BC defense stiffened until the last drive of the game.
All right. Let me read some more comments here. Tommy says, bingo, Saskatchewan has the better O-line and secondary.
There's no question about that.
Yeah. Just Believe says, hate to say it, not for my sake, but yours, but the Lions are going to be 0-2 after this week unless Bo plays like he did at the end of his Calgary tenure.
No, that's another veteran quarterback, right?
It is. And he's, I think
he's got a guy named Lawler he's throwing to. Is Lawler better than Emelis?
Yeah.
I would think so.
I think a lot of people wrote Bo off, and they're regretting it now. Few interesting comments from Perry. The lionesses, lionesses, need to take their panties off and start acting tough.
Wow, Perry, gloves off, man.
Come on. Let's not make those kind of comments, Perry. Come on.
He has no difference from the playoffs. And I guess he's referring to last year. Buck Pierce has been a disappointment. And he goes, I'm frustrated. Okay. So
I can empathize.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I must say it's only one game. So first game, hopefully we can right the ship. And to be fair to the Lions defense, to the offense, initially Kotoy was our workhorse. He was catching second down balls and making first downs, and he was tough. Then he got hurt. So when he got hurt, McInnes started taking over. And he was a workhorse as well. And the problem we had was, and maybe this is a bad coaching, we had McGee double as returner and receiver number 5. And then when he goes down in a return, suddenly we lost our number 5 receiver. So they bring in Poisson, and he's okay. He made a couple good catches. And then when Kotoy goes down, we got no one else, no other receiver.
Because we need Canadians.
So then they put in all of our backup running backs. So Bond and who else was running as Pickett, yeah, as a number 5 receiver in different packages, and a lot of the drop balls, and a lot of people were mentioning drop balls. You did too, Greg. A lot of the drop balls were from these running backs. So
who aren't used to running receiver patterns, who aren't used to. I mean, Pickett's a fullback. He's used to taking people out.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, he was a long snapper. He can handle the ball, getting rid of it, but yeah.
Yeah. So not making excuses. They're pros, but it's understandable. And I haven't heard what Kotoy's situation is yet. I don't think they've announced it, right?
What is Seven's injury?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about any of the injuries. Even Woodruff got hurt.
Yep.
So
not reshuffling the line.
Yeah. So one more from Perry to Arthur. I'm also frustrated with Arthur's hairstylist today.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
I won't stoop to Perry's level. I saw
it's hard,
Perry. I know.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Perry, I've been watching your Instagram feed. Maybe your hairstylist is not used. Maybe, yeah. I think you asked for my hairstylist last time, but I would say that based on what maybe my hairstylist can't handle the amount of in your hair.
The amount of he cut out there. Was that a censor? Did you have to censor him, bro?
Auto censor. I didn't do anything.
I hope I didn't cut out. I don't know if I didn't cut out. Did you guys hear?
You did cut out. You just can't handle the in your hair. That's it. You cut out.
The salt, the amount of salt in Perry's hair.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So let me read a few comments here. Habs for life. Will I see you guys in the pool? First game at BC Place. Definitely will be in the first game. I'm not sure what pool you're referring to.
They got a pool.
Outside.
Yeah. Because the celebration that we're finally back at BC Place.
Okay.
I don't know if people want to see us in bathing swimwear there. Have for life. I don't know. It would ruin my good hair, right, Perry?
Wayne says, wow, some of your linebackers are very upset. Hey, it's only the first game of the season. Plus you have the R. R is Rourke, I guess?
The MOP in Rourke, I think he said. He's the second half of his comment.
All right.
The reigning MOP.
Okay, MOP from last year in Rourke, yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's the offense. I'm not too worried about our offense. I think again, they started slow last year. It's gonna click. The desire was that it's gonna click right away.
They
It's not
needed to
happening.
pick up where they left off,
I know
not
it's not
ramp up
happening,
again.
but
Especially with the way it is, they got that gauntlet we're worried about,
yeah,
and now they've
exactly.
already got injuries after the first game, and now they got and that. I think we got another bye before that gauntlet, right, Arthur?
We do, but I mean, this is like we played in Mosaic, guys. We played on the road and we lost by 4 points. I mean, we had the lead late in the fourth quarter. This is the
Yeah,
CFL, right? This is the CFL. I mean, you're gonna lose and win and lose close games. We were right there. So we're talking about 2 or 3 plays that go either way. I didn't get a chance to talk about like there were 2 questionable plays in the last 3 minutes that both went against the Lions.
True.
You know, like second, first down and 20, Ouellette runs up and runs right into Halatic from what I saw. And maybe
Yeah.
I'm wearing orange colored glasses, but Halatic is just backpedaling and then Ouellette runs right into him. And then they
I,
call, yeah, well, and they
No,
had to
no
challenge it.
flag.
They had
Yeah,
to
it was
challenge it.
a
They had to
challenge. Yeah.
challenge it. And then the last play of the game, Work throws a pass, but you'll see is someone hits him low. Now, I never saw a good replay of it, but someone hit him low. That should be roughing the passer 15 yards and
play.
0 time on the clock. And they have another shot. Now, they're probably around the 20 to go in. One shot to, I mean, it's a better chance than where they were, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
so there's 2 plays that went against them that maybe would have turned the tide. Now, when you're first and 20 and you throw that pass and it was incomplete, it would have been 2nd and 20. No, fine against a Benavides defense, right? You don't know if 2nd and 20 they're gonna. I mean, they would have to go for it, right? Well, potentially on 3 minutes, maybe they don't go for it, but you never know.
Yeah.
So both those plays worked against them. And I think, well, if Rourke was hit low, that should be an automatic replay center review, right?
minimum because he is the league MVP too, or MOP.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, but a quarterback getting hit low, that should be reviewed. Maybe it wasn't. And
Yeah. I didn't
I
see
guess
that. It was not on the broadcast, right? Or
no, it wasn't on the
yeah.
broadcast. But I mean, people were talking about it afterwards,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that Ouellette pass interference. They're like, I think the broadcaster was saying, well, did at that time was the throw made, right? Because if Harris did not throw the ball at that time, I did not see a good replay. If that contact happened, it's illegal contact on the receiver. That's only a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
But the contact was down like 12 yards downfield, but it's an automatic first down because it's a spot foul and automatic first down. So that got Saskatchewan out of a big hole because they was holding on first down. Anyways,
Yeah.
so everything
Tom,
is really close. Everything's really close. This is CFL, right? And the way it is, 3 minutes to go is an eternity in this league, right? In terms of trying to hold on to a lead. So it's a good game. And Saskatchewan's a Grey Cup champion for very good reasons, right? And their key playmakers, I think, are pretty much all still there. So this was not going to be a cakewalk by any means for the Lions. So, and they're on the road too. So I don't think everything's fine. I think we just week by week, and then we'll see what happens in October, November, right, guys?
So Tommy agrees with you. He says, surprised that Rourke didn't get the flag on the last play of the game. From TikTok, OG Saucy says, we look great in my opinion. We have things to work on. Harris just looked mid-season from early. Yeah.
Mid-season from I would say so. But
There's
again,
a question earlier on from Q-Man. I wonder who they bring in if Katoy and McGee are out. Mayala and Mario Alford. Well, Mayala, we just let go. So, right?
Knows the
Mayala's
playbook, but no bit of the playbook, so that would be very possible.
to bring him back.
and
Alfred, I'm not sure
and the
about
passport.
Yeah, Alfred.
Yeah. Canadian.
And Alfred, good kick returner, but my jury's out as a receiver.
I mean, we have backup receivers that we saw, young Canadians like De Montenac, who's still a bit hurt, and then this other guy, what's his name, Sarah something. both Canadians too.
Senecal,
Yeah, Senecal. Yeah,
the guy that torched Winnipeg.
yeah. So we do have some depth in Canadian receivers, but yeah, Mayala maybe. But they did let him go, so yeah. But hopefully Kotoy is not hurt. I'd like to see Kotoy back. Um, Wayne asks, "Hey Greg, I thought you didn't like Seven, but now he's injured. I'm sorry because he looked good in the last half of last year."
Well, you're as a returner. I'm just not. I have a template in my head of what a returner should be, and he just doesn't quite fit.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's a really
Greg,
good guy.
Greg's got a picture of Gizmo Williams as the returner, so he's got a high bar. Is that right, Greg?
Gizmo, he's all right. He's all right.
Oh, he's all right.
He's all
Oh,
right.
brother.
But again, great returner. Giz as a receiver. Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about returner.
Yeah,
Just talking
returner.
about
Yeah,
returner.
he's good. He's good. But I mean, I'm Seven's hurt. That's too bad. But bring someone else in if you have to. It's the biz.
yeah. So Just Believes, why did they let Mayala go? He's a legend. Yeah, I'm not sure why they let him go. I mean, yeah, not sure why.
I think Senecal outplayed him.
Yeah.
That last game, Senecal got the 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah. Mayala did play in the preseason, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But
So
Senecal
yeah,
was more noticeable and was able to get open, mind you,
Well,
against the
Mayala
third
is
string.
he on the other side of 30 yet, or just?
yeah. I don't know how old he is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. There's quite a few comments asking about Hamilton. We'll get to that when we look ahead to this week's game. Let me read a few more comments and then we'll go to the next topic. Yeah, Perry says we have the best QB in the league, yet for some reason we can't dictate the game from start to finish. Yeah.
See, I'm with this Perry guy. He's not only intelligent, he's charming. He's a great guy. He has good taste, good opinion, good thought processes too. It would be nice if we just didn't have to worry about a close game and just dominated and have the other team play catch up for all 4 quarters. It would just be nice to see that once in a while. Thank you, Perry.
Yeah.
And he's got good hair too.
I don't agree, but but I would say I think football is more than just who has the best quarterback.
Yeah,
let's put it that way, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Much more than just who has the
if he's
best
on his
quarterback.
back most of the game, he's not going to be that good.
You need a full team, every person contributing. Tanner from TikTok says preview of the West Final this past weekend. It could very well be. Now, hopefully, the Lions would have clicked by then. I think
and
they
it's
would.
under the dome.
Yeah. So, OG Saucy agrees with you. Arthur from TikTok, he says, Riders did get bailed on a call when Ouellette ran directly into our defender. Tough call to make. Yeah. All right. So let's switch, and we're looking ahead to Hamilton. So let me read a few comments from I'm gonna scroll back from our audience about Hamilton. Lots of talk about Bo Levi Mitchell being quite something to go against. Yeah, your thoughts, Greg. We'll start with you.
Well, again, another veteran quarterback. He can be hot and cold. He's not mobile, but he can pick apart a defense.
Harris wasn't mobile either.
No. Right. But I think Harris gets rid of the ball a little quicker than Bo.
Yeah.
But again, Bo's got Lawler. And I don't know. Like, if those guys had a hard time with Emelis and Schaefer Baker, I kind of shudder a little bit. But maybe Benavides can draw something up to neutralize it and force them to play a different dimension of football. But
so other than Lawler,
I'm a little worried.
Does Hamilton have more depth in their receivers than Saskatchewan? Because I agree, Lawler is a threat, but I think Saskatchewan had more threats in
Oh yeah,
terms of who the ball can
across
go
the
to.
board. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Lawler also traditionally just has his best games against these monster
Okay.
games.
Just Believe says Bo had a great run last week for a first down. Okay. Yes. Also, Lawler was trashed the last 2 weeks. My fantasy team suffered. All right, Arthur, your thoughts on your thoughts. Actually, let me read one quick comment from a Supreme Leader on TikTok. Please keep up the CFL content. Thank you. And he's a big Argos fan because he goes, Argos. All right. Okay.
And he's the supreme leader. Hmm.
Arthur, your thoughts on Hamilton for next week?
I mean, they look pretty good They look pretty good so far. I've watched their games. They look pretty good offensively. Bo looks good, and Lawler. I don't know. Maybe teams are trying to take him away, and Condre Smith is getting a lot of action, and Wheatfall getting a lot of action. And I agree. I think Saskatchewan has a better overall depth of receiver. And Lawler's, I think, has the hype as probably being the best one-on-one guy in the league, right? If you're just man on Lawler, you're gonna probably get burned, right? So yeah, those are all really good points, and it's gonna be a good challenge for the BC defense. I think Saskatchewan, with Ouellette and their quality at receiver, um, poses bigger challenges as a defensive coordinator. But I think Hamilton is, definitely has some big weapons as well. So, but I think Saskatchewan's, a harder offense to stop, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so just one quick note. You guys mentioned about MLS and Jeffrey Baker. They were injured for quite a bit of last year. The Saskatchewan Rough Rider fans will say is, they were out for a lot of the games, and they got both of them back when it counted in the playoffs, right? So that made make a material big difference for them. So now they're healthy in the beginning of the year. It's this is the Saskatchewan team is stronger. Like regular season, if these guys stay healthy, those two guys in particular stay healthy, it's a very strong team. So, I mean, I think we all picked Saskatchewan to finish first in the West, right?
Yeah, not me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. But Greg and I picked Saskatchewan to win the West. So this early test in Regina is not a surprise. This loss. Yeah.
Okay, let me read a few comments going back to Tommy. Tommy says Roundtree is a problem. Roundtree, I believe, is their running back, right? In Hamilton. He looked pretty good in the game that I saw this week. If he can get to the second level, BC will be in trouble. Just Believe says, yeah, I have Roundtree starting this week. Q-Man says, Lawler scares me. Looks like BC have to play more man D in order to get pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the running game. I mean, Arthur, let's start with you. How do you think we're going to do against Hamilton's running game?
I mean, we only have one data point so far, right? We have Sales and Sankey against Ouellette, and I'm thinking it was decent. Like if I'm digging up the stats, right? Ouellette, 15 for 69 yards. The longest rush was 13 yards. I remember playoff games against Ouellette where he torches us. Like it's over 100 yards, and it's just dominating runs, right? Maybe we kept Finley in the box. Maybe we opened up passing lanes because we kept the box nice and tight, and then Ouellette, they didn't bother rushing against us, right? So maybe that was it, but let's see what happens. But I think our improved interior with Sankey, I think we'll see what happens. I think we're better. We're better from a personnel point of view, able to handle a power running back. Now Roundtree's a big guy. I saw that. I'm like, wow, this guy's big.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Where'd he come from? I haven't heard of him till this year.
It was like,
like I've I don't think I've seen him play until this year. But yeah, he looked solid. So let me read a comment. OG Saucy from TikTok says, "I want our defense to hold up so we can see how solid our run game is. Can't run much while behind." Yeah, absolutely. Habs for Life says, "It's concerning that they haven't fixed the secondary, though. Rookies are not." Yeah, you knew that it was our weakest point last year.
In a pass happy league, that's our weakest point.
What do you want to do though?
Yeah, because we
You're gonna
did.
take away somewhere
Yeah,
to like if you can bring
yeah.
in DBs at 150, 160, right?
Then
K
you're
a
gonna
year.
lose. You're gonna lose a guy like Sankey in sales. That's yeah. It's
Yeah.
So where did you want to address? Like where did you guys want to address at the end of last year?
lines,
Lines
trenches.
and them, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So our D line definitely, I think, is improved. Our front seven has improved. Our O line, I still want to. I'm still kind of waiting to
it took a
see.
step back. I mean, we lost Broxton, right? I mean, we
He's
can't.
around.
No,
And
no, no. We lost. We took a step back. Come on, Darrell Buxton. I mean, we lost him, right? He's like top 3 O lineman and offensive line and a tackle at that in the league. So we lost him. We lost ground. There's no way
yeah,
two ways about it.
yeah. Tommy responds. I guess he's referring to Roundtree, 4th-round pick by the Chargers, played at Missouri. So that's Roundtree. A comment from TikTok. His name is 3 dots dot dot dot. It says, "Wow, 3 dads podcasting about the CFL. This is true passion, respect." Thanks for those kind words. Owen says from TikTok, "Do you think Barry Hill has a big game since Hamilton has struggled against the pass with his explosiveness and ability to stretch the field?" Oh, good question. Let's go to
Great.
Greg, since Greg loves Barry Hill so much. And I say that tongue in cheek. Okay.
What was the question? Could you repeat the question?
The question was,
is Barry
will
Hill going to
Barry
have a
Hill,
huge game?
yes, since Hamilton has struggled against a deep pass explosiveness, stretching the field.
No,
Okay.
no, I don't think he's going to have a big game. I really, yeah, he's fast, but it's not controlled fast. That's the nicest way I'm going to put it. He can stretch the field, but I don't think he's got the panache to utilize the speed in the most effective way.
You need panache to utilize speed.
Properly.
Utilize speed properly?
I cannot put it. I'm not going to say. I can't say.
Just run fast.
Right.
Yeah, but you run too fast.
I'm trying to process what you're saying there. Okay.
Running fast and you jump offside before the snap count. That's not the right panache to use your speed properly. Running the right pattern, getting the separation at the right time, having acceleration, one more gear when the ball gets to you. I don't think Barry Hill's there yet.
Those situations happened quite a few games ago, Greg. Quite a few months ago.
I'm not sold on Barry Hill.
I know you're not sold. I know you're not sold. But
that
that happened a while ago, man. That happened a while ago.
Let's turn the question to you, Arthur. What do you think? You think Barry Hill could have a big game?
Well, I mean,
the question, the framing of the question is, given that Hamilton has struggled against explosive deep passes.
I mean, he's our number 3 wideout, right? So he has to have a good game because I'm sure, like, if you want to game plan against the BC receivers, you're going to take away Hatcher McKinnis, right? That's pretty obvious. So now it's really, and if Kantoyka is not ready to go, then Barry Hill, I was going to say Poisson, maybe that was a giveaway. Because I was looking in the receiver down, I said Poisson. Barry Hill has to really come up. And I think early in the game, he was getting open. They were targeting him early in the game. And then it then became the Katoy McKinnis show. So I think he has it in him. I mean, yeah, Greg's those situations with Barry Hill, those offsides, and then he ran the wrong pattern and things like that. He's a little maybe too hyped up, right, at the line of scrimmage. But I think that happened like
Panache.
months. That happened months ago.
Yeah, that
That
was a long
happened
time ago.
early in the last season. I think late in the season, I think he was okay. And bottom line, Buck wants him here,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
right?
not
So
questioning Buck,
yeah,
but again, if you're looking at tall, and he's not the tallest receiver either.
You don't need to be.
No, but I'm just saying
We've seen
if he was
we've,
smarter
I
with
look
his
I
feet,
look at I look at Montreal's receivers, and they're not the tallest, but they're pretty
they have
gutsy.
they have panache.
They have panache. All right, next we should
all
measure
right.
panache.
Okay.
But no, I
Okay,
think
let me
so. I think Berryhill can do it. I think he can. I mean, they've. I mean, I think this is the year for him to do it, right? So
It
yeah,
has to be. I mean,
yeah.
I would like him to, but I don't think he will. To answer the question, I
all
don't
right.
think he will.
Let me move on to some more comments. Wayne says, I really like Sankey as a middle linebacker, but your defensive backfield needs to come together. Yeah, absolutely.
Ta-da.
Um, Q-Man says, Woodruff played well. Middle was crap, especially Couture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just Believe says, it's Berryhill Brandon Banks from Walmart. Just Believe says, a bold prediction for the BC Hamilton game. There will be more than 80 total points scored. Ooh, that'd be wonderful.
That would
Actually,
be perfect argument for not having to change any rules or any field
yeah,
stuff.
this week,
at all.
all three games were like high scoring games. So that's wonderful. A question or a comment from Wayne says, Arthur, I don't think anyone can take away both Hatcher and McInnes. The Riders couldn't. So how could Hamilton do it? Yeah.
I
That's a
mean,
good
they
point.
could by like double covering them, but then someone's
But
gonna be open, right?
both
Yeah.
both. So
At the same
doubling
time,
both. Then, yeah, if they did that, then
someone's
Kotoy
gonna be open.
and yeah,
Yeah, someone's gonna be
Berry
open.
Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have sales anymore, so their pass rush might be a little slower now too.
Yeah, Q-Man says Barry Hill is a good team guy and likes specials. That's why he's still here. Yeah, he's got lots of energy. He brings a lot of energy. Surprising that Barry Hill and Seven are the best American receiver options the Lions can find, Tommy says. A comment from T from TikTok. Greg's going to love this. They will miss Eberhardt. Someone else needs to step up.
Hey, rookie season, he fills in for Hatcher. What can I say? Yeah, his first few targets in Ottawa, but again, new quarterback, new environment.
Oh, you're willing to give a 1-game pass? Oh,
Only to Ebbs.
only to Eberhard. All right.
All right.
Panache, Arthur. Panache, man.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's get to our predictions time. So, Arthur, last week, what did the three of us predict the score was going to be?
So I went 33-30 BC.
This is okay for everyone. This is our prediction for the Saskatchewan game. Okay, go ahead, Arthur.
And then Roland was 32-21 BC. And Greg was 27-19 BC.
All right.
So
no winners.
Arthur had
then?
the score closest.
well, I had Saskatchewan at 30 and they went 31. But I mean,
Yeah.
You
I
guys
don't know, yeah.
you guys underestimated their offense.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How do you pick a winner when all three of us picked the wrong team to win?
Well, the margin of victory was I mean, really none of us win, but I mean, you guys had BC winning by like 8 and 11, and I had BC winning by 3. But I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Did any one of our viewers come close? So there's a few of our viewers that pick Saskatchewan, right? Did any of them come close?
I mean, Shane Castle was 31-24 Saskatchewan. Pretty close.
Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah. So is that the closest?
Yeah. I think that was the only Saskatchewan prediction.
What about Wayne?
Wayne didn't vote. Didn't
Okay,
make
Wayne
a
did.
prediction.
Oh,
I didn't have one. from Wayne.
Okay.
But speaking of predictions, Roland, you are up.
Okay. Actually, before I do that, let me just read a few more comments and then we'll predict the Hamilton game. From TikTok, wet car het says, I'm a Riders fan and I'm so happy with how the revamped D line played. Okay, this is Saskatchewan's D line.
Well, like you said, Arthur, they lost a lot, right?
Yeah,
On
they
that
did.
side of the ball.
And they still did really well. So T from TikTok says, please all of you pick Hamilton this week. Maybe that's because we're picking the wrong winner. So if we pick Hamilton, then BC would win.
That's good logic.
Habs for Life says, I think I'd prefer money spent on the secondary and then a rookie shine as a halfback or receiver. But I understand your point. Okay, this was talking about Arthur's
Or
comment.
where do we spend the money to upgrade?
Yeah. And then Q-Man responds to a previous comment on American receivers, saying scouts should be able to find number 3, number 4 receiver every year. BC Lions scouts have done SFA.
You know what that means, right?
Not a lot.
You know what that means, right, Roland?
I don't, but I have a feeling.
MMBD, whatever.
No.
Sweet. You might be auto censored.
Flower aroma.
S is for sweet, and A is for all. So you can fill in the middle word.
All right.
Flowery.
So you got past the auto. Yeah. Okay. So
I tend to agree with that one, Q-Man, though, just for the record.
Yeah. So my prediction. So a couple viewers already predicted. Just Believe says 43-38 Hamilton. So if Arthur can record that, that'll be great. All right, my prediction. I think it's still going to be a close game. Hamilton, I think, will not be as dominant as Saskatchewan was, but I think Bo Levi Mitchell is still going to be on point. So with our weak defense, I think he's going to be able to get through a lot. Our offense needs to step up, and hopefully Kotoy's back. I'm going to predict 36-33 for BC.
36-33 BC for
BC.
36-33 BC.
All right.
Q-Man also predicts. Oh, his is pretty close. 37-33 BC.
That's probably why you used it.
No, I didn't. I didn't see his prediction.
Sure, Roland.
Actually, Wayne gives exactly the same prediction. 36. Oh no, 36-30. So not the same. 36-30 from Wayne. Tommy says 36-33. So that's the same as me. Owen from TikTok says.
Wait a minute, 36-33 Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton. Tommy. Okay, yes. Okay, so Tommy's the opposite.
You're trying to read into something.
Sorry, Tommy. Didn't mean to put words in your mouth there. Okay, a couple more. From TikTok, Owen says 37-33 BC. And then from TikTok, That Boy 12 says 42-38 BC. And T, like the letter T, from TikTok says
That boy, what?
12, the number 12. So That Boy, then the number 12.
Okay, got it. Next.
And then T from TikTok says the Lions bounce back 27-23 BC. Okay.
All right, Greg, you had extra time.
Oh, one more. Mark from YouTube says 41-33 Hamilton.
Wow, this is a bit more. You lose a game and all of a sudden.
Okay, Greg's turn.
Lose a game and then now the win is out of the BC sales. Let's see where Mr. Greg lines up.
28. It's 28-16 Hamilton. No, make it 28-24. 28-24 Hamilton. Final answer.
Okay.
You sure?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. Let me read one more from TikTok. Caden. Caden from TikTok says 31-24 BC.
Caden, right? All right. 31-24 BC. Caden. All right, got it. Well. I am thinking 30-24 British Columbia.
All right. Just Believe says Lions are losing week 4 though. Week 4. Is that who's?
Bet you it's against Calgary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the second Kelowna game.
Yes.
But no, the first Kelowna
the first Kelowna game. Yes. We'll
Just
be
Believe
there.
that's a bit too predictable.
Yes. Just Believe. Yeah. But we'll be there. And if you guys, if anyone here is planning to go to Kelowna, maybe we could see if we could meet up during the game. It'll be fun.
Get him on the show.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, so that's our predictions. We'll see against Hamilton. It's this Friday. This Friday against Hamilton. So that'll be a good game. So the first, just a quick recap, first game of the year for the BC Lions. They played the best team from last year. Good way to show how much we've improved, if any. And it's shown that we've still got a little bit to go. A little bit to go on both offense, maybe a little bit more on defense. But not time to panic yet. Still early in the season. Took them a while to click last year. Hopefully we'll click sooner this year and not get too far behind in the season. I credit Trevor Harris for being on point and getting 2 early touchdowns. That really, that does something on you. No matter how strong you are mentally, when you're behind by 2 touchdowns and you can only get a field goal, it's gonna get to you.
And it does wonders for the team that scored him.
Yeah. Tommy says, I drove by the Kelowna Stadium today. Looks great. Yeah, looking forward to that. And again, a big shout out to the Lions Club and Amar Doman for, just spending the money to build the temporary stadium there. Just Believe says Calgary is the number 2 team in the West. Just Believe says Saskatchewan wasn't the best team last year. They're lucky they got BC instead of Calgary in the West Finals. Okay.
One goal that made the difference.
Yeah. Wayne says I'm going
Calgary
to have to
played
go to
us the Western Semi. It's pretty tough. That was
It was
They
tough.
did.
tight game.
It was a tough game. Wayne says I'm going to have to go to a Lions home game this year, so maybe we can meet up. Yes, absolutely. Would love to do that, Wayne. Owen asks from TikTok, did you guys see the Red Blacks new jerseys? Yeah, Greg is loving it too.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the
Touchdown. Whoops, let's say they're a touchdown.
Yeah, I love the BC white jerseys, except the numbers are so hard to read on screen. Like when they're playing, I couldn't find it hard to read the numbers. So, Lasteroid says our most recent games versus Hamilton have been thrillers. Hoping the pattern continues for next week. Yeah, as a CFL fan, I'm just loving it. Like, this first two weeks, just great games. I can't deny that this is this is the greatest form of football. Just Believe says Riders
Greatest
did it.
form of football. That's something to say when the World Cup is going on. It's
That's
in our
right.
city of Mullen.
Yeah. Still,
That's right.
I
Something
still
to
think it's the
say.
best form of football. Yeah.
You can speak for yourself.
Yeah. Just
I
Believe
want
says,
you to start.
sorry,
This form of football, and you go down, is because you got hit. Not because somebody looked at you funny or somebody brushed past you. It's because you got hit. Enough said.
Yeah.
There's
Just Believe-
embellishment in the CFL too. Don't you think that?
But you still got hit to embellish.
Yeah, Just Believe says Riders didn't beat the Stamps last year, and it wouldn't have changed. The Stamps lost that last game. The Lions didn't win. Wayne says yes, he agrees. Their early season games have been great so far. And Just Believe, yeah, he's got my back. Just Believe CFL is superior to FIFA. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Our upper office in the CFL is full of integrity and transparency.
Yeah. Tyler from TikTok says, are they playing in Kelowna all season? No, just the 2 games. 2 games against Calgary and Edmonton, the weekends before and after Canada Day. So that's going to be a fun party. It's going to be a whole week of party in Kelowna. And we expect to see lots of Calgary fans on the first game and lots of Edmonton fans on the second game. All right. Awesome, guys. So thanks, everyone, for joining us online tonight. Still early in the season, like Greg said at the top. No need to panic. We lost 1 game. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the ship steady and get back to the form that we had last year. And take a run at the Grey Cup. Someone was asking, on TikTok, haven't been following the Lions. How are they doing this year? I think we've got a good chance at winning the Grey Cup. Saskatchewan is still the team to beat, but I think we've got a chance, a good chance. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great evening. It was great chatting with you all, and we'll catch you online during the game this Friday, Hamilton, and then we'll do a live stream quickly afterwards, and then our regular show the following Monday at 8 p.m. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. Have a good night, and see you soon.
Go Lions!
See ya.
Go Lions. Bye-bye.